Hello Guardians, we are back in Destiny 2 and let's go find out what Xur has for us this week. Let's take a look at all the really cool exotic pieces that Xur has for us this week. The first thing on this list is going to be the Queenbreaker Linear Fusion Rifle. This particular rifle, it is an okay fusion rifle, but I wouldn't recommend wasting your legendary shards on a heavy slot where there is a lot of other linear fusion rifles out there that are better. You got the Sleeper Assembly, you got Storm Chaser, then you also got the Tapion, which is something that you can also create yourself. So I wouldn't waste your legendary shards on this unless you want it for your collections. For the hunters out there, we have the Lucky Pants leg armor with a total stat of 64 with a plus 15 recovery. This is going to be a good deal pairs of pants that you want to take into PvP, illegally modded holster, hand cannons ready faster, and gain increased accuracy and bonus damage. So this is something, if you are into the hand cannon side of things, I would recommend picking these Lucky Pants up because you definitely want to take them and take on a bunch of guardians, especially with the Iron Banner around this week. As far as your Titans are concerned, we have the insurmountable Skull Fort, which is a really good piece of armor depending on your playstyle. Me, I personally like the high mobility stuff for my Titans. I like to be able to jump higher and all that cool stuff. And it gives you a plus 19 and a plus 19 intellect, so that is okay. But then again, the perk on this, art melee kills, grant health, and melee energy, which it kind of says that the strength is not the high perk on this because that would kind of benefit the perk that is on there. So this, if you're looking for it, I would recommend picking it up. For your warlocks out there, we have the Chromatic Fire chest armor piece. This is an armor piece that I like, and I'm definitely going to pick it up. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of good perks. I mean, resilience, recovery, and discipline are kind of high, but then again, this particular armor piece is going to be based on weapons, so it's precision final blows from non-elemental kinetic weapons to create an explosion in the element of your subclass. So that is going to be really useful, especially with a lot of the weapons I use. Right now, I am using the Fireflight, which is obviously a kinetic rifle, and that would definitely do some damage to a lot of people in the PvE side of things. So if you're looking to get your hands on any of these exotics, go ahead, pick them up, and add them to your collection. Now we're going to take a look at the Dead Man's Tale and the Hot Moon. Both of these weapons have the snapshot sight perks added to them, so if this is something where you like to be able to aim down sights faster, I would recommend picking both of these up, especially with the Hot Moon, with the final round damage and the snapshots. That's going to come in handy, especially when you got the last round that's ready and you hold it up fast enough. That could be a devastating weapon inside PvP if you utilize it right. Let's take a look at all the really cool legendary weapons and legendary armor that Xur has for us this week. The first thing on the list is going to be the Kurosawa Milo. This has the dynamic sway reduction and demolitionist perks. This is a really good rifle to be able to take into the PvP side of things, so if this is something you're looking for, I recommend picking it up. Then we have the Code Denial High Impact Frame Threat Detector Sympathetic Arsenal. This is not really a good rifle. Then we have the Grid Skipper with Slideways and Frenzies. This could be a devastating rifle too, depending on your playstyle. If you do a lot of the sliding in PvP, then you got Frenzy that gives that extra damage. This could be a devastating rifle as well, so if you want to get your hands on this one, pick this one up. Then we have the 7th Serapa CQC 12 shotgun with quick draw and snapshots. This has got a kind of advantage too. You'll be able to pull up your snapshots really fast and everything. I may get this for myself because right now I am looking for a decent shotgun for the PvP side of things. And then we have the Icarus SR sniper rifle with Feeding Frenzy and Disruption Break. This is an okay sniper rifle. This is more of your PvE style. Then we have the Coduello auto loading holster unrelenting rocket launcher. This is going to be a really good rocket launcher to pick up. And then we also have the Stars and Shadow of Grey Robber, Dragonfly, and One Quiet Moment. And it does have the second row of perks, and usually when I go into this stuff, it goes away. So I would recommend, if you want to pick up any of these weapons, pick up the Milo, the Grid Skipper, and as well as the Coduello, because all these weapons will definitely be something you want to pick up. Let's take a look at the legendary armor set that Xur has for the Titans this week. The first thing on the list I'm going to point to you to is going to be the Intellect Sentry Gauntlets. This has got a plus 20 resilience with a plus 14 intellect. This is a really good piece of armor that I would recommend picking up if you haven't got on your Titan. I'm going to head pick it up because I'm going to use this piece for a PvP build that I'm trying to do. And then we also got the Sentry Plate chest with a high 62. And then we got the helmet 58. Then we got the 63. That's okay. That's the leg armor's got a pretty decent stat roll there. And then we also have the Pathfinders. The Pathfinders don't really have anything that's worth picking up unless you just want to pick up both of the sets to have it in your inventory or your ornaments where you are able to use these in the future. So I recommend picking that up. Now for the Warlock side of things with the legendary armor, the first thing I want to point out is the Gauntlets, the Intellect Sentry Gloves. This gives you a plus 23 recovery and a plus 20, giving you a total of 64. And we also want to look at the plus total 65 with the plus 16, this is a pretty good, but the arms is what I'm pointing you guys to. This is something I would highly recommend picking up if you haven't already done so, because it gives you the high recovery and intellect, because that's what we want. We want a good boost. And then we also have the plus 25 recovery with the helmet. So this is something I would recommend. And then there's also the, I believe it's the arms right here. It's got a plus 26 intellect with a total of 56. So pick up the arms, the helmet, the chest piece, and the gloves if you haven't already done so for your warlock. For you hunters out there, the legendary armor that I would pick up would be the intellect sentry mask, which is the helmet with a plus 23 intellect, giving you a total of 64. And then we also have the intellect sentry strides leg armor, giving you a plus 23 intellect, giving you a total of 55. Yes, it's kind of low as far as total wise, but the intellect is going to be really decent. And then as far as the Pathfinder grips, the gauntlets are concerned, it gives you a plus 20 discipline, giving you a low total of 54. But these three pieces right here got the ones that I would think would benefit your hunter if you pick them up. Alright Guardians, at the end of every single Xur Friday videos, I do a little roulette with the exotic engram to see what I can get. And as far as what we are on my hunter class, so I will be able to get something that I don't already have, so that's a good thing. And if you want to see really more cool stuff like what I'm about to do now, take a look up in the right hand corner. That right there, you will be able to see a video where I did the predictions on everything that I thought Xur was going to be bringing. And I only got one thing right, which is his location. Again, he is at the EDZ in the Winding Cove. Let's go ahead and let's reveal what I got on the exotic engram, and drum rolls are rolling. And here we go, and we have the Oath Keepers. Well, that is one of the predictions that I predicted that is going to happen this week, that Xur will be selling, but I got it as an exotic engram part. But anyways, that is really cool that that happened. I am Dethrek Gaming Guardians, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be this Sunday. We're going to be going live, doing some Iron Banner grinding, so I hope to see you guys there. And also Monday, we'll be going back to the Xur prediction videos. Anyways, remember to hit the subscribe and bell notification, and I will see you in the next video. Remember Guardians, eyes up.